Last video was filled with frustration at having to wait for the water level to go down then back up, so how about we escape this watery hellhole forever? Well, not forever, because we're going to have to come back for a treasure chart that's hidden behind that gate that was guarded by the eye switch, but at least for the time being, we're done with all these aggravating puzzles, so we can move on to the second floor, and oh god, I hate this room so much. See that BMOs in the middle of the room? Well, you gotta carry those two statues to the other end without getting zapped. Please, 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 please. Ah! I was close. And this happens. If you get zapped while carrying it, you're just gonna get comboed, and I was right there! No! Stop hitting me! God damn it. Okay, here we go. Just dodge that rat, just barely. You die! I couldn't get your friend, so you're gonna pay for it! So, let's head back. Take that other statue. I don't know why they look like shit so much, but we're gonna have to deal with that. Come on. Oh, I was so close! I thought I couldn't make it. Please don't combo me, please don't. Hate this room. Just let me pick it up! God damn it! Thank you! Thank you! So, we can now do that, and this is going to cause these platforms to move, so let's just head up those platforms and leave that BMOs behind. And if you're wondering, no, there's no way to take that thing out. I guess maybe if you're fast enough you could shoot it with an arrow, maybe, but I've never managed to do it because that thing is just too fast. Now there's a platform over there that does absolutely nothing for some weird reason. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's involved with the Tingle Tuner in some way. I honestly have no idea why that platform is even there, but oh well, it's there. So, we just went through the central room of the second floor, which branches off into 3 wings. Each wing contains a statue that you have to bring back to this central room, and this one's pretty easy, but the others are going to get a bit more complicated. So, I can just grab these chew jellies, even though I probably won't ever use them. Thank you very much. So, okay. Dropped a heart, which is good, because I needed some healing. Well, I didn't really need it, because I have 13 hearts, which is about twice as many as any sane player will have at this point. So, basically all you have to do, if you want to activate those statues, just stand next to them, and press R, and Link will scream, "Come on!" That is right! Link just spoke actual words, and not grunts. This is a historic moment. Now, you have to do the same thing if you want to have it go underneath this platform. Just press R, and it's going to start following you around. So, of course, we're going to have to wait for this statue because it's not very fast. Lots of waiting in this dungeon. Tower of the Gods. More like Tower of Wait. Can I make it through? Yep, here we go. I had to take my time to line myself up because we all know what happened in the last video. I don't really wish to dwell on that. So, all we have to do is just cross this. We're going to return to this wing later on, by the way, once we have the bow, because there is something that can be activated once you get the bow. So, now that we made it back to the central room, the statue is going to take its place near the pedestal in the middle, which is going to cause this to appear. It's a stone slab that contains a new Wind Waker melody. It's 4 notes long, so this is our first 4-3 Wind Waker song. So I'm sure you remember how to play in 4-3. We learned it all the way back at the beginning of the game. You just have to hold left on the control stick while playing with the Wind Waker with the C stick. Left, nothing. Right, nothing. And we just learned the command melody. So, now the statue is saying that the other two are behind the doors that it just unlocked. Well, it only unlocked one door, and the last one is going to be unlocked when we get the second statue over here. So, let's head over to the wing that this statue just unlocked. Just smash these pots. Hopefully there's going to be a heart. Thank you very much. Back at full health. Always nice. And of course, this isn't one of those games where you get an actual benefit from being at full health, but still, full health is better than not full health for very obvious reasons. That, well, if I need to elaborate why, you're hopeless. You're simply hopeless. So, you can, as I said before, you can blow these with the Deku Leaf, and here we go. Now it falls into the hole. So if these things are floating over holes, it's a pretty good way of killing them without having to risk all kinds of crazy maneuvers and stuff. So, in this room, I really hope that there's a grappling hook bar here. I was about to say, because this looks like a pretty long distance to go through with the Deku Leaf. I mean, I may have won that contest over at the flight control platform, but at least I had the wind behind me. Here, though, there's nothing. It's indoors. So, what you have to do here is the opposite of what you'd think to do in a Zelda game. You have to hold down the switch in order to get the statue across using the command melody. By the way, I feel sorry for those of you guys. I know there are a few of you who have never played this game before and are playing along with me. So I really feel sorry for you to have all these puzzles spoiled and whatnot. It really must suck because it's gotta take away some of the experience. I mean, if you never played this game, then you decided to pick it up like in a year, you would probably forget all of these things. But for those of you who are playing along with me, that must suck a good bit more. So, let's go through this door, and there was a switch right over there. We're gonna deposit the statue right here, which is going to open a door all the way over there. So, what we're supposed to do now is grapple over there, and I'm doing so from a very awkward position, if you ask me, but oh well, I'm not going to complain about Nintendo logic when it's actually being convenient for once. So, just one more swing, and I think I'm going to be able to make it. Hop! Here we go. So let's just burst these pots for some free money. And in this room, we have the mini-boss of this dungeon. Meet the Darknut! Probably the toughest regular enemy in the game. I guess you could sort of make a good case for Floor Masters, but otherwise Darknuts are pretty much the toughest. Fortunately, one is pretty easy to beat. So what you're supposed to do is this, a parry attack. I just did a Helm Splitter, and while it's looking around, you can also remove its armor, grapple the Knight's Crest that it possesses. You want as many of these as possible, because the reward for this is very good. So, yeah, they do have lots of HP, but when they don't have their sword, well, you just saw it punch me for a quarter of a heart worth of damage, so yeah, really harmless once they have nothing left. And for the record, this is also going to be the only one that I'm going to be fighting with the butter knife in the entire game. So each individual Darknut from this point on will only take half as long. So, and I believe that they always drop pinatas, so yeah, pretty good. Now, before I open this chest, one thing I want to show you is that you can use these massive swords to bring down those pillars. Right now, it's not really worth it. They're only dropping green rupees. But there's a place later on in the game where you absolutely want to do that if you're short on money. I'll cover that when I get there, though. Because for the time being, I'm about to get the dungeon's treasure, which is, of course, the bow. As I've alluded to several times before, I like how the bow looks in this game. I think it looked like sort of a cheap toy in Ocarina of Time, but in this one, it actually looks sort of like a warrior's weapon. I mean, a tiny warrior's weapon, but a warrior's weapon nonetheless, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm going to bring these two down into the abyss with the Deku Leaf before hitting that switch. Here we go. So, of course, eye switches. You want to shoot these with an arrow, as usual. It's a tradition in Zelda games. Whenever you see an eye, if it belongs to something that lives, slash it with your sword, and if it doesn't, then hit it with an arrow. Can't get that from here. Maybe from here? Really? You're gonna do that to me, game? Maybe from here? Okay, phew, just barely. So, let's head back over to where the statue is. Whoa, 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 whoa! You don't want to get hit by those platforms. Well, I don't know if it would really harm me or send me down the hole or anything, but better not take any chances. And on that note, why do those statues look good, but the Armos don't? This is honestly pretty weird. I don't know what's going on here, but, oh well. Oh yeah, these Armos come to life. No, 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 no! Didn't want to throw it! I wanted to open the door! But yeah, these Armos can sometimes come to life, as was the case in Ocarina of Time, if you remember that particular LP of mine. It works pretty much the same. Some are inert statues, others can come to life. The way they're defeated is different than in Ocarina of Time, though, but we're going to get to that when we're actually forced to fight some. Anyway, this statue just unlocked the last wing of the second floor, but first, we are going to head back to the first floor, now that we have the bow. Remember that room where there was an eye switch that we couldn't do anything about, that we left behind? Well, now it's time to head back to that, and that also means heading back into Tide Hell. Great. Just great. So, let's just head back to where I left the... Oh, wait, I'm an idiot! The King of Red Lions was right there the whole time. I don't know why I was thinking that I left it all the way over there, but now I think I'm probably not going to make it. That's not going to stop me from trying, but oh god, if I don't make it, I'm going to kick myself in the balls for this. And looks like you guys are going to expect me to do some sort of crazy contortion to kick myself in the balls that I can't do because I'm just sounding stupid right now, so never mind that. Point is, I screwed up and I wasted some more of your time and mine as well, but you don't want to wait for me to drown while I wait for the water to go back up. You want to see some adventure, damn it! You deserve to see some adventure! So, let's just kill this thing, and, yeah, this is what happens when you're hit by a fire bubble. You are set on fire. Of course. So, there was no heart in any of these skulls. They're really stingy with the items. It's really, really rare that they're gonna drop rupees and even less hearts. But, we now have our treasure in our hands, and this is going to be a treasure chart, I believe. Yes, it is. And if I'm not mistaken, this one leads to a piece of heart, so it's a good idea to come back here. So, now that we're done, now! We're officially done! Forever! Oh, and these come to life too, by the way. But when we escape this room here, we're going to be done with this tide bullshit forever! And, okay, I made it in time, so I don't care what happens from now on as long as it doesn't have the time to go up and then back down. By the time I get over there, I'm still hearing that yellow chew crackling in the background. And here we go! That water bullshit is now officially over. We can move on to... no, actually, we can't move on to the final wing of the second floor because, as you remember, in the first wing, there was something we could do with the bow, so this is something that we're going to need to address in the next video, more than likely. Nonetheless, we did pretty good progress today. We got the bow, we got a treasure chart, but there's still more left to do in the Tower of the Gods. So, see ya!